All right, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that wait. After I finished reviewing that Doki figure, I had to eat dinner, but just finished eating dinner, and so let's get to it, shall we? So, of course, I'm sure you'll know this if you watched the previous video. It's finally time for me to review this Bandai Namco Gyutaro figure. I'm pretty excited to review this figure, especially since Gyutaro is my favorite demon from Demon Slayer. Quite sure I've said that a few times. So yeah, let's get to it. So first, let's have a quick look at the box. We got some window packaging right here with the figure in there. Looking pretty cool. Ichiban Kuji. Demon Slayer right there. We all know that's what that says. Bandai Namco. There's the price I picked it up for. This one was a little more, but yeah. Bandai. I know that's it. That says Gyutaro figure. Pretty cool. Just the other side of the box. Demon Slayer. Cool green background. Really suits this character. Just the back. Gyutaro figure right there in Japanese. Morning choking hazard and everything. Zara side, Demon Slayer again. Top of the box, a handle again, just like with the Doki figure. Demon Slayer, Gyutaro figure right there. There's the bottom. It's like all white and everything with a bit of lime green. And let's take a look at what this figure looks like outside the box. Of course, real quick, here is Gyutaro out of the box but still in the plastic. So as you can see, unlike the Doki figure, there's some assembly required here. It looks like you've got to like set him on the display base, which isn't that big of a deal to me. It looks, at the moment, it looks like it's plenty easy to assemble. Of course, with the wooden sign right there, that has the kanji for Gyutaro right there. Yeah, looks like it should be easy enough to assemble. Already looking pretty cool. And so yeah, let's get this thing out of the plastic and get it assembled. Alright everyone, here is Gyutaro fully assembled. I absolutely love this figure. This figure is absolutely phenomenal. And so yeah, with that, let's take a closer look. So first up, we got the face right here. Looks pretty cool. So as you can see, he's got one eye closed and one eye open, since his left eye is on Daki's forehead when he's like this. Of course, those like birthmarks all over his face and everything. And probably can't see it on camera, but of course, in his one eye right there, he's got the kanji for upper six, since he's the true upper six. Pretty cool. Again, those birthmarks, very well painted. His teeth, looking pretty cool, very well painted, very well sculpted. Really like that look on his face. Like he's actually attacking, since he's in an attacking pose. Very nice. Of course, you can kind of see his eyebrows behind his bangs right there. At least I think you can, yeah. Then of course his hair goes from black to lime green. Of course it's got like kind of like a top ponytail or a top knot kind of, as you can see. Looking very nice. So there's that side of it. Looking pretty cool. And of course the arms, very well sculpted too. And as well as the bracers, I want to say, that he wears. Very well sculpted, very well painted. They look just the way that, like the way they do in the anime. And of course the blood sickles, very well sculpted, nicely detailed, looking just like the way they do in the anime. And of course I really like the way they made the splashes of blood. Very nice too, and especially this one. They did a very nice job with the splashes of blood. Very well detailed. I really like the material that they used for the splashes of blood. The red, I guess magenta, crimson, and black. Awesome. Very well done. Very phenomenal. Then of course we got the, I want to say, neck bracer. Looking pretty cool. Of course, more birthmarks on his chest. And more birthmarks on his back right here, as you can see. Of course, the sculpted spine and the sculpted ribcage, since he's very thin, captured that detail very well. Here it is from the front too. Of course, the sculpted abs right there too, looking pretty cool. And of course, the sculpted hip bones, very detailed, and of course, more birthmarks on the hip bones. As you can see, there's that side of it too. Very nice sculpted, very nicely painted. And then of course his loincloth. Very detailed, very nicely sculpted, very well painted too, as you can see. Here's the other sides of it. Very nice. And of course the feet. Here's, well, first off, here's the back of the feet. And then there's the front of the feet, looking very good. The hands too, around the handles of the bloodsickles. Very nicely detailed. And so, yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I missed any details. Well, almost forgot. We got this wooden sign right here that shows the kanji for Gyutaro, as you can see. Very nice. I think it goes really well with this figure. Yeah. Okay, now let's have a quick 360 look at Gyutaro. I cannot express how phenomenal this figure is. It's one of like the most phenomenal anime figures that I've gotten so far, yeah. Really like the attacking pose that he's in too. Really captures moments from the anime, at least in my opinion. And as usual, I don't see any smudges, paint mistakes, or paint overlaps. And so, yeah. And so, yeah, that's a quick 360 look at this figure. This is another figure that I highly recommend. And of course, it's time for us to do some figure comparisons. So first off, here's our Bandai Namco Gyutaro figure with the Banpresto Gyutaro figure and the Vibration Stars Gyutaro figure. So yeah. So as you can see, big differences with how they're posed. This guy is just like almost standing up straight. These two are in attacking poses, but with different attacking poses. And this one actually has the splashes of blood coming off of the bloodsickles. And so, yeah, each of them do have different paint applications, like shades of paint applications on each of them, if you can probably tell that. But based on like height, like the heights in the figures, including like the bloodsickles and how high the sickles are raised, I want to say the Vibration Stars one is the tallest. Like based on how they're posed and everything, if you know what I mean. But yeah, they're all pretty cool. Still same character. And yeah, they will definitely look pretty cool displayed together. And of course, here is Gyutaro with the Daki figure that we just had a look at. So as you can see, yeah, got both the brother and the sister. And yeah, of course, the Gyutaro figure still looks a little taller. Like at least when you include the bloodsickles. But yeah, still. Got both the brother and the sister together, and they will definitely both look pretty cool when displayed together. And of course, for the last figure comparison, here is Gyutaro with the other Daki figure from Bandai Namco. So as you can see, this looks like a more, I guess, I want to say proper display with the brother and the sister, especially since Gyutaro doesn't come out of Daki until after her hair becomes silver and lime green, and also because this figure has one eye closed and this figure has the left eye on the forehead. So yeah, these two will definitely also look cooler displayed together. And so yeah, let me just move this Daki figure just real quick. Okay, and so yeah, that was a look at this Bandai Namco Gyutaro figure. I really like it a lot. Tell me, what are your guys' thoughts on this figure? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. And I'll see you guys either tomorrow or in a couple days with a few other figures that I got from while I was in Japan. So, yeah, anyways, with that, good night.